Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're diving into the AI world as of January 2025. We've got a ton of articles and announcements to unpack, hardware breakthroughs, AI agents. It's a lot.
It is a lot, yeah. But if we look at it all through these sources, we can break down what's important.
Okay, so let's start with hardware. SK Hynix, they're big in the memory space. They're betting big on AI. They're talking about high bandwidth memory, which I know it sounds kind of sci-fi to me.
Think of high bandwidth memory like this. It's like a super highway for data inside these AI systems.
Hmm.
The faster that data flows, the faster AI can process information and learn.
So it's all about speed. What of this PM thing I keep seeing? Processing in memory.
Yeah, exactly. Processing in memory, PIM. It's imagine processing data right inside the memory. No more moving it around, which takes time. It's like having the factory floor right next to the shipping dock. This is a potential game changer because it could mean AI apps become lightning fast.
Okay, so SK Hynix is all about AI memory, but they're not the only ones making moves. NVIDIA just spent $700 million to buy Run.ai. What's the deal there?
So NVIDIA is already the king of GPUs, those graphics processing units, the brains behind a lot of AI, right? Now with Run.ai, they can optimize how AI workloads are managed. It makes the whole development process smoother.
So they're building like an AI empire.
Yeah, you could say that.
Well, hold on, because it gets even crazier. Microsoft is reportedly putting $880 billion with a B into AI data centers this year. Where do they even get that much money?
It shows you how committed they are. These data centers are the backbone of AI, especially when we're talking about training large language models, and that kind of investment by a company like Microsoft. It signals a huge shift. We're going to see AI in more and more products and services we use daily.
It's a little mind-blowing.
Yeah.
But let's move on from the hardware to the software side. There's this AI Builder Summit happening on January 15th, and everyone's talking about AI agents. So what are they, and why should we care?
AI agents are software programs that can act independently. They can make decisions, complete tasks. They can even learn and adapt. Think of them like really, really smart assistants.
Okay, so AI agents could automate our work, even anticipate our needs. That sounds kind of like science fiction, but also amazing.
It does. The potential is huge, but we're still in the early stages. One thing that's generating a lot of buzz is agentic RGAG applications.
Agentic RI. Okay, I'm lost. Break that down for us.
Sure. So RA stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. Imagine an AI agent that can not only understand your request, but can also go out and find information to give you the best possible response. It's like having a research assistant that can instantly read and analyze mountains of data.
Okay, that's starting to make sense. So instead of just relying on what it already knows, this AI agent with R can find new information to help me.
Exactly. And there are already tools like Lindex that are providing the frameworks to build these superpowered agents.
It sounds like this could change how we interact with information and get things done. Is this just happening in the US, or is this a global trend?
It's definitely global. Alibaba's Demo Academy in China just released its own AI agent framework. They call it a cognitive intelligence engine, but it's essentially the same idea. Different parts of the world are approaching the technology in different ways, but the goal is the same: create AI agents that can understand and respond to our needs in increasingly sophisticated ways.
This is fascinating, but it also feels like we're on the verge of something massive.
Yeah.
AI agents that can learn, adapt, and access information from anywhere. Where is this all headed?
Well, that's the big question, right? It's one we can explore further as we keep going with this deep dive into AI in 2025. But for now, the takeaway is AI agents are poised to play a major role in our lives. We need to understand how they work and what they're capable of.
Okay, we've covered AI memory to AI agents. It feels like we're just getting started.
Yeah, there's still a lot more to cover. What stood out to you so far? Anything particularly interesting or surprising?
I think it's the amount of money being invested in AI. $880 billion from Microsoft alone. It makes you wonder what kind of world we're stepping into. A world where AI is everywhere, shaping everything we do.
It really is a transformative time. And as we continue, we'll explore the implications of AI, not just the tech, but also how it impacts society, the economy, even our sense of self.
Buckle up, everyone. This deep dive is just getting started. So we talked about the hardware, the AI agents that are out there, but there's this whole other side to AI that we need to think about.
Yeah, the legal stuff.
No.
Like, can companies use copyrighted material to train their AI models without permission? OpenAI and Meta are right in the middle of that debate.
It's a tough one. It feels like it's about protecting creative work versus, encouraging innovation.
It is. You've got OpenAI and Meta saying they need access to huge amounts of data to train these AI models to be as powerful as possible, right?
Right.
They say it's about pushing AI to its limits.
But then you have artists and creators saying, wait a minute, you're using our work without asking us. And what about getting paid? They're worried about their livelihoods.
Yeah, it's a tricky situation, no easy answers. The courts have to figure out where the line is, and that's going to have a huge impact on how AI is used in the future.
It makes you wonder, if you're a photographer or musician, could someone use your work to train AI without even telling you?
It's a valid concern, and one of the reasons this is such a big deal. The outcome could change how we think about intellectual property rights in the age of AI.
So what can people do to protect themselves?
It's hard to say right now. A lot depends on what happens with these court cases. Staying informed is key, though, and advocating for policies that protect creators. This isn't just an artist problem either. It's about data privacy and ownership for everyone.
Okay, so we've got this legal battle going on. But what about people who actually want to get involved in AI? How do you learn this stuff?
There are tons of resources. The Open Data Science Conference, ODSC, they just came out with their top 10 AI training courses for 2024.
Are they expensive?
Some are free.
Wow, okay. ODSC, that's a big name, right?
They are. Their courses are really good. And they have a 6-month program specifically for becoming an AI professional.
6 months, that's serious. But if you're serious about AI, that seems like a great path.
Yeah, it is. There are also a ton of online resources, boot camps, university programs. It depends on how you learn best and what your goals are.
So many options. And it's not all online learning, is it? What about that new AI hub in Massachusetts?
You're right. Massachusetts is really going all in on AI. They have a statewide AI hub led by Boston University. It's a one-stop shop for residents, students, and businesses to connect with cutting-edge AI.
What does that even mean? What kind of resources are we talking about?
Think training, research collaborations, support for startups, partnerships with companies, the whole package. They're trying to build a whole AI ecosystem there.
Do you think other places will do the same thing?
I think so. If you want to be competitive in the future, investing in AI education and infrastructure is crucial. It's not just about keeping up. It's about making sure everyone benefits from AI, that everyone has a chance to be a part of it.
So we've got companies fighting over copyright and AI, all these resources for people to learn about AI, and now states like Massachusetts investing heavily in AI. Feels like AI is everywhere.
It's an exciting time, no question. So many possibilities, and it's moving so fast. It's hard to predict what's next, but one thing's for sure, AI is going to change things, and it's up to us to steer it in the right direction.
Totally. We're at a crossroads. AI could solve some of the world's biggest problems, but it also comes with risks. It's powerful, and we have to use it wisely.
And that's why these conversations are so important. The more we understand about AI, the good and the bad, the better decisions we can make. It's about shaping the future we want.
This deep dive has been wild. We've gone from the nuts and bolts of AI hardware to the ethical questions, and now the opportunities to get involved. What's next?
Next, we're diving into some real-world examples. How's AI being used in different industries? And what trends are shaping the future? Get ready for some mind-blowing stuff.
All right, so we've talked about the hardware, the agents, the legal stuff, the learning opportunities. It's a lot.
It is. It really is. But I think if we zoom out and look at the big picture, it's clear AI isn't some far-off thing anymore. It's here, it's happening now, and it's impacting almost every industry out there.
Okay, let's get into specifics then. What are some cool ways AI is being used right now in 2025? What's really blowing your mind?
Well, one area that's exploding is personalized medicine. So imagine going to the doctor, and instead of getting like a generic treatment, you get one that's designed just for you, based on your genes, your lifestyle, everything.
Wow, that's amazing. So no more guessing if a treatment will work or not. AI takes the guesswork out.
Exactly. And it's not just treatment. AI is helping develop new drugs and therapies way faster than before. Companies are analyzing tons of data, genetic info, clinical trials to find new drug candidates.
So AI is speeding up the process, maybe even leading to cures for diseases that, we haven't been able to cure before.
Yeah, it's incredible. And it's not just healthcare either. We're seeing AI being used in manufacturing. Think robots working with humans to build things super precisely. Finance, transportation, education, it's everywhere.
So AI is boosting productivity and creating new possibilities in manufacturing. What about other areas?
Like I said, finance is using AI to spot fraud and manage risk, even make investment decisions. Self-driving cars and trucks. AI is behind that. And even in education, it's being used to personalize learning, give students feedback that's actually helpful.
It sounds like AI is becoming part of everything we do, work, learn, live our lives. But with all this progress, are there downsides? What should we be thinking about as AI gets more powerful?
That's the key question. One big concern is jobs, right? What happens if AI starts doing jobs that humans currently do? Some people are worried about losing their jobs. We need to be ready for that, figure out ways to help people adapt.
So like retraining and teaching new skills.
Exactly. Another worry is bias. AI learns from data, right? If the data is biased, then the AI will be biased too. That could lead to unfair or discriminatory outcomes. We need to make sure AI is fair and doesn't disadvantage certain groups.
It makes sense. We want AI that benefits everyone, not just a select few.
Right. And then there's this bigger question. What does it even mean to be human when machines are getting smarter and smarter? What makes us special? It really makes you think.
It's a deep question, but an important one. AI is making us rethink what we know about intelligence, consciousness, and what it means to be human.
It's a challenging but exciting time. It feels like we're at the beginning of something huge.
Mm.
But we have to approach AI carefully, make sure it's used for good, and that everyone benefits.
I totally agree. This whole deep dive has been eye-opening. From the hardware to the software, from the legal fights to these big ethical questions, AI is going to have a huge impact on our world in the years to come.
It was great exploring all of this with you. One final thought as we wrap up. AI is a tool. Like any tool, it can be used in good ways or bad ways. It's not set in stone what the future will look like. We have a chance to shape it. So let's use our knowledge, our creativity, and our empathy to guide AI and make sure it benefits all of humanity.
Absolutely. We have the power to make AI a force for good in the world. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into AI in January 2025. Until next time, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep learning. The future is in our hands.